So this isn't exactly the video I was expecting to make, but I feel like it's important for me to update you guys and let you know what happened. About 2 days ago, I happened to get into an accident, and unfortunately I got pretty beat up during it, and I feel like I just wanted to make this video so I could at least explain to you guys what happened. Now, just before we get into like the really good stuff, I just want to let you guys know that last year I kind of recorded so much that I kind of lost the fun in riding. So this year I tried to make a balance of riding without the camera, riding with the camera, so that I can still make entertaining videos for you guys. And it just happened to be that I crashed on the day that I didn't bring the camera. Now luckily we did catch a couple of things on video, which I'll explain when I'm telling you guys the story, but I just want to let you guys know that, so you know that, or so you know why I didn't have my camera on me. But getting into the good stuff. So we just happened to be in like a group ride, and I happened to be riding right here. We were riding staggered. My buddy was riding just right in front of me, and he happened to be doing a wheelie, and he was doing a coaster. So he pulls in the clutch and he holds the gas, and then he just happened to accidentally let go of the clutch while he was doing the wheelie, and he fell backwards, looped. While he like looped, he pulled the Grom over, and it just happened to be right where I was, and so his DRZ kind of took out the Grom and took out me, and we kind of rolled from there. But we kind of caught this little clip on film. Thank you and shout out to Jacob. Go follow him on Instagram for sending me this clip. He has a GoPro which was really far away, so it's in like 144p because he happened to be so far away. But we did catch a little bit of it on film, and you don't exactly see me getting taken out, but you do see the DRZ falling and how I got taken out. So as you guys can tell, he fell. That's when he took me out, and at that point I remember just like putting my arms out, you know, to brace the fall, and I remember thinking that I don't want road rash, so I'm gonna just try and roll. So that's what I did. I just rolled, and I don't even know how far I went. We were going like maybe 40 miles an hour at the time, so it was probably like a good 30 feet maybe. And I just remember while rolling, there was 2 times where I felt like time just really slowed down, and I got like on my arms and my legs, and I remember looking up, and at that time I was like thinking of a couple things, and the first one was like traffic. I wanted to make sure that no cars were gonna hit us or any of the bikes behind us were gonna hit us. And so I just remember looking for that, and while I went to go look for that, I just saw Casper going across the road, passing the shoulder into the guardrail. And at that point I remember after seeing that, I was like, I don't want road rash, so I just tried to roll again at that point. And so I rolled for another maybe, I don't know, 10 feet, and then I remember like getting back on my legs and knees again, and I'm like, oh, that was crazy, I thought it was over. And I looked down and I realized I'm still sliding, so I was like, oh god. So I rolled just a little bit more, finally got enough momentum to like land on my feet, which this is where Jacob ends up turning around, capturing a clip of me running towards the guardrail, and that's kind of what we captured on film at that point. So you guys can kind of see me running to the guardrail. I had just enough momentum to just jump over the guardrail, and I looked down and realized it's like a 6-foot drop, and so it's like a pretty steep hill. So I jump over the guardrail, kind of sprint down the hill, and I see that there's a sidewalk at the bottom. So I get to the sidewalk and just kind of like walk it off, and like I tried to be super calm in the situation just to try to figure out like, you know, is anything broken? Like, how bad is the road rash? I knew I had road rash here. Fortunately, I didn't get anything on this arm. I have no idea how that happened, but I got extremely lucky. And so after that happened, I remember walking up the hill, and you know, I wanted to make sure that the other rider that went down was okay. I wanted to make sure everyone else was okay, and obviously see if Casper was okay as well.
You guys good? Damn.
I'm just glad I didn't get run over.
Yeah.
Is everyone physically okay?
Yeah.
Are the bikes all right? Watch yourself.
Yeah,
You guys are
a little
like,
harder,
get
man.
out of the street, guys. Yeah. Let's see. All right, well, let's get it popping and go somewhere like. Let's go to the park now.
Now as far as injuries go, I'm pretty sure the other rider that fell was okay. His bike was kind of beat up, but it was like somewhat rideable afterwards. And then for me, all I got was just a little bit of road rash. The only weird thing is it looks like I got shot on my elbow. I don't know why. It must have been like as soon as I fell, I hit the ground and it like kind of took a small like piece out of my arm, which sounds really gross now that I say that. But other than that, like the road rash really just isn't that bad. So I got out of it pretty good, and then I have like a little bit of road rash back there as well, and like a little bit on my legs, but fortunately it didn't even rip through the pants. So I actually came out pretty good. I was just glad that I didn't break anything and like no ambulance had to be called. Now, if I were wearing gear, I probably would have been able to avoid all injury in this case. Probably wouldn't have any road rash or any like gash in my arm. So I totally recommend wearing your gear. This is definitely a learning lesson for me. I just happened to be lazy and didn't end up putting gear on. So I do recommend you guys wear your gear. Now, as far as Casper goes, he probably took it the worst because he probably had the most damage. I could probably just put a couple of pictures in here. I didn't take many, so don't expect a lot. I'll probably show you guys just in another video, but his forks are bent. The headlight is pretty messed up and kind of stripped off the right side, which probably I'm not sure if I can put another one on. We'll figure that out in the future. I'm pretty sure the handlebars are bent. The swing arm is bent a couple inches as well. And you know, I don't know. I didn't really look at it a whole lot. I just kind of spent a lot of yesterday and today recovering, and I kind of have to go check out Casper a little bit more later tonight. Just to kind of wrap this up, there's a couple of people that I really want to thank, especially Rudy. She was probably one of the most helpful throughout this whole scenario. She ended up like cleaning it, wrapping it, and she's done that for me a few times already, so I can't thank her enough for that. And obviously she had to look at it, which is pretty nasty. And the other person I want to thank is Brendan. Brendan just left his Grom here. He gave me his key. He's gonna let me use it until I figure out what I'm gonna do. As far as what I'm gonna do, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't know whether I'm gonna get a new Grom because Casper's pretty messed up. I don't know whether to just completely rebuild Casper, but then that's gonna take forever, and I don't know. I have so much to think about, and there's so many different scenarios. Just know that like I'm gonna think of the best scenario and then figure out what to do from here. But back to thanking people. The other people I really wanted to thank, I'm probably gonna forget some names here, but Tyler Curtis, Paige, Colton, Brendan, Christian. I think there's even a couple more, but all of those people offered to leave their Groms with me for the channel so that I could still ride and record for you guys. So huge shout out to them for letting me do that. And then lastly, huge shout out to the squad because they all were like, hey, if you need any parts, you need any help, we got you. So big shout out to them, and I'm very fortunate to have the people around me that I did that made this experience way less stressful. And obviously this crash is going to give me like a lot of opportunities after this. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but it's going to be interesting, it's going to be fun, it's going to be new, and I'm excited for that. So hopefully you guys are too. Last thing I want to say, Gromie Bear merch is going to be in the description. This is the last time I'm going to be selling the Gromie Bear merch because I'm changing my logo. So make sure you guys grab that while you can. And you guys can be a part of like the OG squad back when I had the old logo or whatever. So that would be kind of cool. And at the same time, it'll help me figure out, you know, what I'm going to do either with Casper or with a new bike. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I updated you guys enough. Hopefully I told you guys everything you wanted to hear. Does that even make sense? But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.